Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and this is your extended for this morning's reading. Now I'm going to use notes from the universe on love and connection from Mike Dooley. And I'm also going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot for the second part. Why? Because I haven't used them a lot. Now I always give a shout out to Mike Dooley because he does notes from the universe. If you haven't had those, I get those every day. They're so nice to receive. So. Alright, so the card that was underneath the deck, which I didn't show you, which I'm going to show you now, is the Two of Swords. But that makes complete sense, right? When you're not able to see everything, you kind of limit yourself on where you're going and what you're doing. So this morning was all about that. If you haven't seen this reading this morning, I would go watch that one first. It's going to make a lot more sense if you see the morning reading as we do the extended, of course. I do twice a day, morning and evening. So this is like what they call the clarification, you know, the extended. So, all there is to love has been there all along. And this one it says, when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. You so rock the universe. So again, I feel this is an invitation for you, not just for love, but to see things in different ways and see everything around you connected, okay? Because it says in people and places. So it's in everything, Pisces, okay? It's been there all along. And this is what gets me all along. That's what they keep bringing in. You've had it all along inside of you. Okay, the Oracle's gift, I do believe it did mention something like that. Let me see for sure, but I'm sure that's what it said this morning in the Oracle's gift. Okay. We don't always trust our intuition, and we believe that things have to come from things outside of us. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that it's already inside of us. Okay? So all along, and I'm getting the Magician card coming in again here for me. It's saying, Dorothy, you always had the power to go home. You always had, you know, just click your heels 3 times. So you have to realize as well that all of this stuff to move forward that you have to look at. Just like sometimes we have to stop and go, okay, I have to look at things more as a whole than just from the perspective of the mind. This is just bringing you back to things that you have forgotten. Well, it's more like a conditioning, you know. You repeat things over and over again when we come here that we forget we have so much more. You are destined for greatness on the wings of love. I like that. To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, or mend, not to soothe, cure, or ease, not even to refresh, rejuvenate, or restore. Hardly. The primary rules of love are to yahoo, yeehaw, and woohoo. Get your love on the universe. So again, it's not just separating the healness of love to just, you know, love will make the world go round, love will heal the world, love will it does all of that, but it does so much more. Again, I feel like a universal message of there's so much more here for you to look at. We always look at things on how we can utilize it through the brain to get what we need, without realizing that we're just part of a very big, big picture. Okay, energy-wise, we're just part of a very big, big picture. And it's all connected. I kept with the Mystic Mondays Tarot because we already got a very brightly colored board. I just wanted to continue with that high vibing color. Okay. So what I usually do here is, let's see if I can move my camera. It's a little bit, okay. Let's see if I can go in a little bit. My apologies for the extra noise. All right. Okay, so the first three cards that had come out, the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups as a clarifier. I asked for two different ones here at the end because the Emperor had come out and I felt there was something more, and there was. It's using both sides of the scale here to get to where you need to go. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is, of course, you know, the Three of Cups is coming out. See, three people, three cups. Okay? And there's a heart in the middle. So, true to the fact that there's a lot of heart here, there's a heart here in the Reverence card, there's heart here, over here, obviously. There's people together, which is the weirdest Hierophant card, to tell the truth, I've ever seen. I get a hot, fuzzy feeling from it, which is not really what I get from the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card for me is usually about just, you know, dispelling the ingrained stuff, you know, religions, you know, like it's written in the book, it was written 6,000 years ago, we must adhere to it, you know, it's like, no. For me, that's what it means when I see it. At least I have a very big trigger mechanism to the Hierophant card. And they know this when I read, so that's why they pull it out when they do. But in this case, the Hierophant card is very much about somebody guiding others. But you see no pride, no, you know, big hats on her. She's very much like a very calm and beautiful guidance counselor, if you want to call her, and others look at her with love. And I feel that it's a give and take, because I feel that this teacher probably gets as much as she gives to the students. As much as she gives to them, she receives. And I feel that this is a reconnection, okay? Reconnection to your senses, reconnection to the way you're learning things. You also see other people's lives and what they do as a reason to connect to that energy as well. I like that. There's a lot of love here. There's mention of love and love. So as an extended, I feel that they're saying love definitely is the key. Tapping into the heart. There's that Ten of Wands again. We had already gotten it this morning. Okay. So it was in the same row as the Ten of Wands with the Hermit. And it's saying that this inner light will absolutely, looking at this in a different point of view, is going to unburden you. Because if you just use in the mind, you're most likely to stay in your mind going round and round the bend, trying to find solutions when you're forgetting to use like a lot of the rest of you to move, to propel you forward. Okay? The mind is a way to unblock and unlock solutions, but the mind is also a way to lock in feeling stuck, feeling like there's no solution. So I'm getting a feeling of they're saying lift up your head and look around you for solutions, because you will most likely find them outside of yourself, okay, outside of just the mind. So definitely like lock out of that feeling. Okay, so with the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, going to see what comes out. The Emperor and the Queen of Cups together was like, don't just rely on the things that you can see. Make sure that you're able to receive the gifts and beauty. Okay, Nine of Wands, yeah. It's going to make everything a lot less difficult, because with the Emperor, you may feel like you're going up an insurmountable mountain. But if you integrate the Queen of Cups, you're going to see just how close you've come, how far you've come, and how close you are to getting to where you need to be. Okay, so remember that. Integrating the Queen, the meditative state, the heart space into your journey is actually going to help you persevere and take that step, that extra step that you need to move forward. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. As I said, this happens all the time. All right. So this is, like I said this morning, the Wheel of Fortune is like that eureka moment in part of your cycle. It's not the end of your cycle. The world is the end of the major arcana cycle. But for me, the Wheel of Fortune is the halfway mark. It's the part where you have learned a lot, but now you're getting like the extra little push to get you in the right direction. The wheel starts spinning again and you're going, oh, eureka, I got it. So the Magician showing up here is absolutely. And as I said, it has been there all along, okay? So love, magic, your inner way of going. You don't need to look for these solutions outside of yourself. They've always been there, Dorothy. You've always had the power to do whatever you wanted in your life. There it is. Okay? You have the Ten of Wands coming in, and with it, Temperance. Right. So again, don't try to do it all on your own. Temperance means patience. Temperance means putting water in your wine. Temperance means balancing things out. Okay? And it's finding the balance. By putting all of these wands into your mind to try to figure it out without using all of your other energies to propel you forward with this Knight of Swords, the work that you need to be doing. Okay, Knight of Swords is less of the mind. It's more of like, go, I'm self-assured and I know I'm going to do this. It's do now, think later. It's a little bit of that energy you need to find. Stop trying to, all these are, I feel, are all the mindful computations that you've put in of things that could go wrong. And they're asking you to find the balance in that, okay? Don't count your chickens before they hatch type deal, okay? Yeah, because we want to get that chariot going. That's really what we want to be doing. We want to get it moving, okay? You staying stuck in that situation is really not helping anything. It's putting you in a hangman mode that you've created yourself. Yeah, Five of Wands, and this one came reverse. So, I feel the Five of Wands in this right here is saying you're creating your own problems. Honestly, that's what I feel. You're brainstorming problems that haven't even arisen yet. And it's, instead of utilizing everything that's on your side, okay? Like I said this morning, you have the tires on the bike, you have the gas in the tank, you have you're all dressed, you're ready to go, you have figured everything out. All there is left for you is to go, yet you're thinking, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, maybe I should review this, maybe I should do that. Okay, so this is the thing, it's creating conflict. Think of all the things that are working for you today. You have beautiful sunshine, you have the wind in your back, you are dressed properly, you are ready for an adventure. Your mind, body, and soul is ready for it, but your mind is stopping you from moving forward. So just take that into consideration, okay? Take in the forces that are with you, Pisces, not against you. You'll feel if something's against you, okay? A thought is one that rambles on in your mind. An intuitive feeling is one that comes out of nowhere, okay? And that's what you have to take into consideration. If you have done all the computation, everything's well, and you're still going round and round for thought to thought to thought, that's your mind doing going over it too many times, okay? Six of Wands. Show people that you have to use all of everything to accomplish things in life. Okay? That it's not just about the mind. It's about a little bit of risk. It's a little bit of intuition. It's a lot of inner guidance. It's a little bit of mine, or a lot of mine. But it's all about all of these things together that make you the slayer of queens, okay? The Queen of Swords, the one who takes life by the kahunas and just go, okay? This is strength. She's very strong. She's strong, independent, and strong of character, okay? And she's very, very intelligent. But she is very critical of her own thoughts. And you got to be careful with the Queen. You have to take in her strength, but don't get caught in the web of going into the mind so much, okay? So this Queen has experienced great loss and sorrow, and sometimes that is the component that gets us going around in circles in her mind, okay? You have to be careful of the past guiding your future, because things were there to teach you, not to hinder you. Remember that, okay? You'll know if you're about to step in a big pile of doo-doo. If you're at the beginning of a journey and there's no reason to believe in the doo-doo, don't create the pile in front of yourself, okay? Yes, I know I'm I understand that I have said doo-doo twice now. All right. So, right. Okay. So the two cards that just fell out of the deck was the Eight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, when I first started learning tarot, I heard that the Eight of Cups, its leaving is hard to do. And in this case, I'm going to use those words, but in the way that it's taking those first step into your journey of your Wheel of Fortune, which is in reverse, which is telling me that you're hesitating, is hard to do. And it makes sense because it means relinquishing control. Okay? When you're in a safe spot, or at least you feel like you're in a safe spot at the moment, it's very hard to just go, okay, let's change it all up and do something different. Okay? It's hard to admit to needing help. It's hard to go out there and do anything. I feel you, Pisces. I mean, just going to appointments, eye doctor appointments, or any kind of appointments for me is such a discomfort. I have such a hard time. First of all, relinquishing control to let somebody else help me. I have a really hard time with that, and I work on it constantly. And it's something that I'm proud of. When I'm able to do it and come back kind of unscathed, you know, like not running in my mind too much about it, I feel like I've accomplished so much. And this is something like very small, just to show you, Pisces. It's something so tiny, okay, in somebody's life. But it can be something that tiny that just stops you from just doing things. And those little things that you stop yourself from doing stop you from doing bigger things. So it's good to try and just work those things out and let yourself trust that the universe is just unfolding and working as it should, okay? And that'll help you take new journeys with the Fool. It'll help you go on your road without, so many freaking roadblocks, okay? Just put it like that. So many freaking roadblocks. There you go. And the Hierophant, okay? So it's twice that it comes out. And the Hierophant at this point is helping you get away from those things that stop you, those things that condition you, those things that pin you down, okay? And look at this. I love this card because it's a long walk up the pyramid to the all-knowing eye. But it is. It's a walk that you need to do. It's a walk that you need to open yourself up and say, I need to get away from being at the bottom here, not really knowing or getting the full view of what's up, okay? And when you get there, well, guess what? The Fool's right up there on that mountain. The all-knowing eye will be there to help you, okay? Because it may look like the Fool is just like in the regular right-of-way. He's just about to jump off or fall off a cliff. But he's just trusting the universe to take care of him, okay? And trusting himself. Because let's face it, to go on a new journey, you really have to go within yourself and trust yourself to take that leap. And as I said, right from the morning, see everything as part of a much bigger picture, of a whole, okay? Of things that you need to be doing, that's working for your greatest good, okay? Don't always wait for something bad to happen. Four of Swords underneath the deck, showing you that this is part of your healing journey as well. Okay? It's part of the rest, recapitulate. I'm saying that wrong, but it is the word. Recapitulate. Okay, so that word, and it's part of your process. It's part of your process of taking it apart and putting it back together and learning that there's much more than what you're seeing. Okay? All right, Pisces. I think that's it. I feel like I should add more, but I feel that if you need more, they're telling me to. For some of you, there's something you need to watch again. There's maybe a tidbit, a sentence that okay. This is, I'm going to say it right here. There's a sentence in this. There's a thought or an idea or something that was put forward in this reading that when you were listening to it, it hit home with you. So somebody or somebodies who have been watching this video in particular, there is a part of it that when you heard it, it lit something up in you or dawned something inside of you. And if you don't remember, go back and see it or go back to that point and really think on it. I don't know what that might be, but they're saying that, yeah, for some of you, something here was said that really just did it for you. And it just pinged you. You know, like it's a ping. Something went, yeah. So they're saying just go back to that and really pay attention to what that was. There you go. That's it for me. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to look at spiritual guidance. I like these. They're intense readings, but they're really great. And it's a strength card in reverse, so that should be very interesting. The cards were very interesting that came out this week, so I'm expecting nothing short of phenomenal, as always, with when it comes to my guides. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. Walk in beauty, my beautiful Pisces. Take care.